Well, howdy, partners. I mean, my most ethical crew, duh. Anyway, frick, it is so hot. I just got off of work, and I took off the shirt that was sticking to me by the end of the day. Oh, seriously. I just realized how luxurious it feels to put cold deodorant on, to reapply it. Oh, feels like ice cream for your pits. So, that's truly my honest opinion. I am quite pleased right now. And Angels of Light and Love, I welcome you in to direct and protect these messages, my chakras, my auras, my space, my work, and that of our children. All right. Do you know how many visitors I had today? Oh, insane. They were all so nice. Oh my goodness. No. Nice is not the word, because the root word of nice, from what I hear, I have not looked it up, is not so pleasant. Not within the pleasant, probably within the pleasantries. So, I don't know. But it's not what you think. So I hear. So in the meantime, in the interim, I'm going to use a different phrasing, okay? These people were more than pleasant, for sure. They were supportive. Let's be direct, okay? Yes. Mm-hmm. So, but there were also people just trying to get up into my energy, just like standing right next to me. Trying to get like a "you're welcome" out of me. But let them practice in their own ways. It's just going to amplify what I've got going on. That's all there is to it. I'll let the whole thing that where Jesus, just the comparability of when people started like invading Jesus' space. Same thing. I was like, oh, that's what you mean, Jesus. When someone's trying to trespass and take. So, with the developing relationship that I have, I figure I could learn a thing or two from Jesus rather than cursing the whole experience. I can get better and better and better. Okay? So, Jesus Christ, what do you want to say about that? All about the touchy people. 8 of Swords. Power shield. Oh, he's saying stay put. It's only magnifying your power. Exactly that. There's like a whirlwind of downloads that are coming through that act as a protective barrier. It's crazy the way... Do you know like how people like walk on eggshells? When people enter into my space, they better be careful with where they step. You see? They can get cut right up with each step that they take closer to me. With that kind of energetic, they're saying. So, you don't have to play dead, Tina. You don't have to play stupid. You just have to play nice. Your inner child is so welcome here. The Nadir, 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, so there's no lacking. When people try to siphon your energy, when people try to siphon your essence, or, even pick up to try to read, or try to gain a one-up and an advantage on your abilities, or your essence, or your timeline, or any of that, you're not going to be the one that's in the lacking. Okay, that gesture is a reiteration of their own, their own sense of confidence in themselves. You see, so you let people treat you with respect, and if that's not what they deliver, the divine will come to make sure that they learn what they need to learn. Oh gosh. Okay. So the Empress in reverse opened up to 6 of Pentacles in reverse, 5 of Wands, and 2 of Cups. Okay. So giving back. Okay, so Spirit is saying that either way, there's going to be harmony achieved. Sacred Chord. That what I've accomplished so far is very telling. It kind of cements all that's to come. You know? It's like a booby trap, they're saying. You know, like how people are like running after you, or somebody's chasing you or something, and you're already ahead of the game, but you lay out this like track or this string, and but they're moving in haste, and then they get tripped up because they're so fixed on this like combative force. 5 of fire, 5 of wands, the struggle. So when they trip up, it's like they're telling on themselves. Their energetics reveal, not just to me, but the whole world, that they're taking, you know, what they truly stand for, who they really are presenting themselves as. And so there's like a take back. You know, there's something about there's like an aloofness, like I don't have to give to them. It's a confirmation that I don't need to give to them. So I close all my chakras. You know those plants that close up if they're being bothered, or even if there's like a pest in them, so they like kind of devour that. Or you know, that close up at night, and then they reopen, you know, when things are optimal. It's basically they're saying that's what my energetics are doing. My chakras, my auras, my essence, all of that. I've been scribing that in my head, or like kind of just saying it, scribing it right there. Every time someone tries to come up into my space, you can tell the insincerity. Doesn't matter how nice they are, how, you know, like how non-threatening they may come off. You can tell the scripts, even the inflections in their voice. If they come off like Joan Baez, or just, you can tell it's fake. Just observe the differences between how they are with others, how they are with themselves, and just the comparability with what you've seen thus far with everyone else's energetics, and how different that is on a one-to-one. Just watch. Okay? It's a real big eye-opener. So, I don't need to give anymore. Okay? Even any more like concern to it. That's what they're saying. Bottom line, you don't have to put any more effort into like closing up these spaces. You've already conveyed to the world through that repetition that it's almost created this permanence, this permanent slather of protection. And so meeting halfway, the divine is also coming to see through that. Yeah, because you know, when you have your first strike, second strike, third strike, X amount of strikes, you realize you're beating a dead horse with that kind of intent. So they've already worn out their welcome, and now they're permanently ousted. I've even seen an Asian lady with her baby in front of her, knowing, kind of picking up on those energetics, that I had some kind of block on that siphoning effect. And so she was using her baby as a channel to pick up on my energies. Are you freaking kidding me? She just ousted her own child from my energetics too. And I was told that's the way it is. That's the way it is. Yeah. So if that child is in need of something, the one that's primarily going to account for that is that parent. Mm-hmm. And as a byproduct, I won't be able, I'm not going to, how do I say it? I won't be able to help that child if that child is in need. at least in the same, it's going to take more. There's something that it's going to take that has me kind of like go out of my way. Something different that has to happen in order for me to help that child. But it's a very like it's strong gatekeeping. Like I can't allow people to. This lady has to be set as an example for others not to fuck with my energy. So, there's that. Because if they're going to do it to me, they're going to do it to plenty others. So, anyway, that's a closure, all in itself. And sometimes the Empress has to be aloof, like remain objective to the situation in order to see things through. Like, I got bigger things to handle than this petty, like, I want stuff, So, there's that. Like, if I have to battle my own I wants, other people are going to have to do that too. Yes. Okay. Okay. Oh, yep, the magician said so. Even Jesus Christ said so. Jesus is the great magician. Mm-hmm. Some may disagree with that only because there might be cultural, religious barriers, like not barriers, but differences. But I don't know what else to say about that. Jesus is a different species, a hybrid, like the greatest Muggle of all. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So he can speak to the like spiritual racism, Yeah. And the prejudices and all of that. Sister of Earth, Page of Pentacles in reverse. What do you want to say about this, Spirit? So this is part because I have to do the Bananagrams, so I don't feel like it right now. Not until after I do this part, okay? So what's the clarifier, Jesus, to the Page of Pentacles in reverse? Okay. Page of Swords in reverse. This is like a sobering of learning. Because when I picture a pentacle and a sword in it, I'm picturing like a cocktail, and it's like turned over. So there's something sobering within its effect of the learning experience. You hold your tongue, you hold your investments, you already know what's going on. Okay? Even at a page intern type of level. A rookie. Yeah. What is this? Why is this 10 of Wands in reverse? I don't know why that was... Okay, so this is like the workplace, 3 of Pentacles, but I don't know why the 10 of Wands was already faced up. It's in reverse, though. So, it's being released, like letting go of the material, the elements that cause burden in the workplace, especially. If you're there to create, even if it's like mundane, transactional, if... Part of the whole thing in conducting transactions is the experience, creating an experience, a memorable one, an efficient one, a reliable one, a trustworthy one, okay, a comforting one, okay. We create experiences. We create them together. And so... you just, if it's going to be in the workplace, and that is the total intent, not just to earn a paycheck, then, you gotta let go of, like, you don't have to, how do I say it? It doesn't have to be a cookie cutter experience. In fact, that's what makes it that much more valuable. So I don't have to, sorry, my hair just got caught on this. I don't have to try so hard with these energetics that are that want the same attention, if not more. Okay, I had a guy who, dude, it was just gross. Like, he reminded me of like the Poltergeist, except Mexican. And there's nothing wrong with that culture, and nothing of all. But it was like old, dirty, like smile, with like hidden behind like thick sunglasses and a thick white mustache and cap teeth, and like he got closer, and he was like so close, to the point where when I had to conduct the transaction, I had to move away into the next station because he was that close. I could not get the materials that I needed to exchange with him because he was literally where I was standing. He moved me like 2 or 3 spaces out of my position. So I was in a completely different workstation by that time, even when I said excuse me to get the other stuff. It was that gross to me. And there was another guy, older Asian dude. You can't really tell age with Asians. I don't know. At least I can't. I can't with anybody, really. Well, not really, you know. So, anyway, he came to me like 3 or 4 transactions. There are plenty other people to go to. He went to me for 3. Waited in line, just to go to me. And we didn't, like, carry on conversation. Like, oh, hi, how are you doing? Dude, like, there was English as a barrier or something. So it wasn't for the experience other than, like, the hidden agenda behind it. So he's reading through my energetics. And he was treating me like dirt, okay? On the last part of it, like the 3rd or 4th transaction, that same day within just a couple of hours, dude, I closed my chakras and all of that, you know, I closed all of that. And this is when I was kind of starting to do it, you know, how do I say it? I didn't do it in full blast because it was a quick transaction. I was starting to move. I thought I dodged him out, but he like faked going one way and instead of went behind me to go to the other exit, and I heard him go, ugh, like that. Like, not like, how do I say it? Like he just got off or something. It wasn't like how I say it. The phonetics were what I just said, but the expression was uncanny. And so I was like, dude, this person I'm not dealing with anymore. And but then the next day, or the last time I was working, I was in a separate area, and he went to me again, and I was like, he was how do I say it? He was at a distance to when I closed up my chakras. And at that time, it was when he had asked for help. He was like, hey. Are you serious? There was no kindness. There was nothing except, hey. And he was like scratching his head. He was like he was on the phone, and he was just like trying to figure out I don't know what the frick, but I think he was trying to figure out why he couldn't get into my energy like he normally was able to. That was so freaking sick. Are you freaking sick? Like, seriously. And so the transaction was just like instantaneous because he couldn't get through. I couldn't get through even this fucking close. So anyway, what do we have here? I just thought I'd mention in case anybody else is practicing and they need to get on with like their protection. Yeah. So, it's not my business what happens to them, you know, after after we part ways. It's none of my business what kind of tower strikes them, because that's what they called upon themselves. All right, 8 of Pentacles and 6 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, so these are people I just do not want to sit with. Like, you know what? I can sit at your table, but you definitely cannot sit at mine. I've never been that way up until now, realizing my worth. No. I am able to sit with you because I'm that strong, but you are definitely not invited nor welcome to sit at my table. I will not welcome you to my kin. I will not introduce you to my kin. All right, 8 of Pentacles, the Mountain. Okay, so I'm hearing big mountain. Mm-hmm. The baby I love your way. Yeah. So my kin agrees with this statement in full. Mm-hmm. But 8 of Pentacles, it's really working at something. Yeah, it's like they got to put in the work. They got to, because I know that people can improve. People can, at core, my energetics, my ethics were the same as they are now. They only improved. They only just got stronger. Okay? So I allow for that with people, but I have to speak within present terms. I have to treat wounds with present terms. But like, as any doctor knows, you can prescribe, you can stitch up, you can do all of these things, but it's totally up to that person to follow through. So anyway, last takeaway here, Spirit, that you want to add. Jesus Christ, you want to say anything else? Oh my goodness. Okay, so we got this touched on the 6 of Cups in reverse. Knight of Cups. So there's an emergence, like someone's coming out of the water, like almost baptized, like even with wings also. So, they grew up. Do you see this? Is like there's a freaking growth chart. Do you see that? Definitely alignment and growth. This is a romantic. And then what fell at my toes and on the walnuts? King of Pentacles in reverse. What does that mean? This tells me that there's people who have their own businesses, maybe like some association with a boss, or like start like wanting to own their own business, or starting up something, or something about that, or so someone on their way to that, or someone who's already in it but undeserving of it, or not making the right decision, something about that. There's multiples in here. Who feels kind of lost in the piece of the pie if they already are a boss. You see? You see what I'm saying? They feel kind of lost, like just something about a piece of pie or something like that. Like the rest of the pie got, I don't know, something like burnt in flames, something like that. Do you see what I'm talking about? The pie? Something like that. That has love for me or us, something like that. Do you see? But there's like an emergence. Either way, whatever status they are, okay? Look up the King of Pentacles, both upright and in reversal, okay? And then you'll be able to see that even being lost in the shuffle of this big old pie, that there's a sense of them also being in hanged man position, so remaining objective. So it could be also a boss, or at whatever level, having to go into like, oh, somebody has a crush on us, being in like hangman position. So they could be ethical or non-ethical, but regardless, they are trying to remain objective, kind of aloof, hangman status. Because to have these together, it's like somebody has love for us, and they are showing the vibes of it, but at the same time, they have to, like, I don't know, are we untouchable? What are you saying? Okay. 9 of Pentacles, Zenith. Oh, because they know that we kind of like our independence. We don't, like, I've become like the least needy I have ever been, when it comes to people's attention, jobs, or whatever. Like, I'm tired of begging. I'm tired of working towards something and then having expectations and then just like being demolished because people have power issues. I'm not into that. So they understand that I'm enjoying my independence, and the only way that they can get close to me is not by like a little compliment or just being in close proximity. It takes a shit ton more than that. So they'll resonate with those vibes, but they can't expect to be, like things click for me, just like how it might with other people who that works on. Okay. Okay, 10 of Pentacles on the bottom in reverse. So they see that it's obvious that I'm happy with my independence, and I'm not interested in anyone fucking with that. Because the 10th of Pentacle, whatever that means, is super amplified and is already nested and engaged in growth. Okay, middle of that. 9 of Cups. Yeah, so I'm happy as independent as I am. So I'm happy with things that make sense in nature. The science of things, the chemistry, the how things naturally progress. Like, I'm not going to be swooned over by a combination of words or peak hours of my interest. Like when I'm super, super happy and then you just so happen to be in this scene, just because it's a shared moment doesn't place you in like this, top league. There's, or even the polar opposite of it is not going to get you right there. It takes a lot more. I know how much work I put into myself, and I deserve a partner being able to be just as committed to themselves as well as to us. So that's where I'm at. Okay, so one more Spirit. Ace of Cups for sure. Spirits, yeah, for sure. Yeah. Okay, so now let's go ahead and whoopsie. I'm gonna cut one more time. Bullseye. Like, dude, seriously, it's like one of those water games where you shoot the bullseye with water and you see the horses run. I don't know why I got horses, but maybe it's because this is the night. Yeah. So that's the only pissing contest that that kind of I find entertaining. That's what I'm told here. I mean, I'm trying to like see where all of this, because there's a lot of moving in things that I said. Okay. Interesting. I don't know. Maybe that'll make sense to me more later, but it is Bananagrams time. So let's pick up this thing that I started off with. I see goat. Sex. Wagyu. Cone. I forgot what the previous reading was about. I totally forgot. What else do we have here? Texan. I have excavate. Excavate sounds here important here. Pedialyte, I see as well. Somebody needs to hydrate like a lot, or somebody has kids, something Pedialyte that their kids, you need to serve your kids Pedialyte instead of like Kool-Aid or Capri Sun, something like that. But I'm told to put excavate. I don't know why. Ooh, I see excision too. Oh, cutting people out. I feel like that's important because we already did the excavation, honestly. I feel like I'm supposed to do excision. Yeah, because we talked about doctors too. Okay, so we're not just diagnosing, but also and treating, but also like extracting certain things. Yeah. I see Lodolite again. Loda. Did I get Sodalite too? Oh my gosh, for reals. Oh no. Okay. I can't put Lodolite because I only have one S. So then I guess it's Sodalite. So it's about the truth. Sodalite is also good for other things because it has different strains in it. Oh dude, I can't. So then I guess I mean, I can do it, but I have to tear up excision. Maybe excise. Because Sodalite, I think, is important to work with. I just feel like it's really popping out here, so Vogel. Do I have pageant? I don't know why I've got pageant here. I have pageant. I don't know why I've got that. have vocal. Vaca, so cow. Cavo? What's cavo mean? Wavy. Something about a heat wave. I don't know. Oh shoot, sorry. Sorry. Wood. Woody. Somebody likes, what is it? To Infinity and Beyond. Toy Story. Toy Story. So it's trying to get along, like, under one big umbrella amongst this big change, okay? The universe is maturing, okay? And with that, we have to adapt to those ways. Just as a baseline. So Woody was the main character. I'm just realizing that was Tom Hanks. Coop? Somebody cooping. Somebody has a cooping cough. Cooping cough? I don't know. Something about a point of view with a pageant. What, like, a pageant is like parading around. What is it? There's pageant of the stars? Pageant, like a beauty pageant? Like, you're trying to win something based off of talent or looks or the product of what you, like, make or deliver. I don't know. Hold on, let me look that up because I don't know. I don't know. It's pageant is I don't know. I saw pageant of the masters. Maybe that's what I was thinking in my head. I don't know, but it's I don't know, some huge, like, it's like kind of like Oktoberfest where people dress up and they, you know, they just have a good time. So I don't know why I'm getting that. I don't know why I'm getting that. It's like a casual gala, but like it's bigger, kind of like a fair, you know, like a Renaissance fair is what I'm thinking. Yeah. Okay, so I don't know why I'm getting that, but it means something to somebody. Okay, so point of view or CPU. Cage. Love. But I'm also getting IOU. Somebody feels like that they owe us. There's also Lou here. VOC, the voice of a customer or client, or Cove. There's two places I can put Cove. So Pageant of the Masters is in it said like Laguna Beach, but I think Crystal Cove is I don't know if it's I don't know. I don't know if it's in Laguna Beach either, but something. Hold on, let me look it up. Yeah, Crystal Cove is in Newport Beach, but then there's also Crystal Cove something in Laguna Beach. So someone's from there. There's like a strong amount of people from there. Because I don't know why I'm getting that, but I'm getting that. Okay. Something like go to UC there. There's 2 places where I can put UC, obviously. Yeah, that's the first place that I saw it. So I feel like that. There's also gold. 2 places I can put gold. You know, like when people like hit golden, like they get a gold record or something, they're just saying that I'm double time that. Because there's 2 places where I can put AU, which is gold, on pageant. And that's, I don't know, I got a funny feeling about pageant, like a realm of artistry and like a showing of it, like where you win something. And I felt that was relevant to me. But that, like, the only person that can tie with me is myself. Like I win it twofold. That's my karma, they're saying. Yeah, because in the beginning you can put up on there too. Yeah, there's something about that. Anyway, that's what I got from my reading, so give me a second and let me show you. Oh, there we go. I need to plug this thing in. Plug this puppet in. Excuse me. I'm sitting on the... Wait. Damn it. Sorry. Give me a second. Why is life like this sometimes? There we go. Okay. That's what I've got here. And the rest of the cards. Okay. And... So... thank you to all my sponsors and supporters who have donated light and love. It is received and employed accordingly. Now that this reading is officially over, I thank, what is it? I thank you for respecting my time, my space, my energy, my work, and that of our children's. And so upon closing all portals, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations with their appropriate karmas due, assisting with that rollout. Sequence. In light and love, I close all portals. Now.